Now, could you please welcome on stage my fabulous friend, Ms. Emily Peel.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting comedy. How about a round of applause for our graduates so far? I think they're doing so well. It's really brave. It's really brave to get up here. When I did this course about 18 months ago, Brad told me that, getting your first laugh is like losing your virginity. And look, it wasn't quite like that for me. There weren't as many people watching, so a little bit different. Guys have a hard time in the bedroom. They feel a lot of pressure. But that is nothing compared to being a woman and not knowing where to put your hand when you're at the nail salon, right? The ladies know what I'm talking about. You're like, oh, I don't know, how close do I see it? What angle is my wrist supposed to be at? How much should I be clenching? I just don't know. I got carted upstairs. I got asked for ID tonight. Yeah, I know. They said they ask anyone who looks under 25. So apparently I look young enough to date Leonardo DiCaprio. I've actually signed a prenup though. It says if we make it 30 years and break up, I get to keep our house. Yeah, that's the Commonwealth Bank for you. It's a good deal. Only 40 years ago, I would not have been able to get a mortgage, right? Woman, single, and not born yet. Makes it hard. I found human urine in my carpet when I was renovating my house. Disgusting. But the carpet guy wanted to charge me a $500 extra biohazard fee to remove the urine carpet. I said, mate, are you taking the piss? He said, only if you pay. I've been trying to manifest a partner. I think some of you know what that means. You make a list of what you want, you believe in it, and you shall receive it. Well, on my list, I've got someone who's reliable, who knows my tastes, and who keeps in touch regularly. So I'm pleased to say I'm now dating Ken, my Uber Eats driver. They talk about green flags and red flags in dating. One of my green flags is a man who doesn't need me to mother him. So I've made a plan. I'm only going to date men who already have wives. It's not working so far, but that's okay. I think women make great electric car owners, We are used to waiting. We're happy to wait, in fact, for a long recharge before we can get a second ride. That's a thinking woman's joke. I'll let you catch up. I love those car side mirrors that illuminate when someone's in your blind spot. It makes hitting cyclists so much easier. Shanae, you need one of those, right? A French cyclist recently survived falling 40 metres into a ravine by drinking red wine for 3 days, which goes to show the difference between the Aussies and the French. I usually fall into ravines after 3 days of red wine. Scientists have discovered 2 billion-year-old water. They found it trapped in minerals in a deep cave in Canada, which means that they spent a fortune discovering something that they could have found in the back of my mum's fridge. My mum's a teacher, and she has a student in her class called Tirana, which is an old type of Holden, for those who don't know. Guess where she was conceived? The impound yard. One day, unfortunately, Mum accidentally said to her, "Hello, Toyota." And the next day she just leant into it and said, "Hi, Lux." I'm actually struggling in my own career. I really don't like my job, so I'm trying to tackle it head on. I'm trying to get pregnant for the maternity leave. I've been going through IVF, and they say it's a journey. And it is like a journey. If that journey starts at Frankston Station, and there are train replacement buses, there are so many hoops to jump through, like needing sperm. If you don't have your own, they don't let you use Airtasker. A lot of people don't know this. It's actually illegal to import sperm into Victoria. All the way along the New South Wales border are sperm disposal receptacles, right behind the fruit bins. You'll see them now. You'll see them now when you go. If you are spermless, like I was, you have to select a clinic-recruited donor from an online portal. Now, these are wonderful men who want to give you the gift of a child anonymously. much like closing time at the ESPY. I tried that, it didn't work. Once you've got your sperm, the lab puts it in what is called a straw, which is the technical term, but don't let them use those paper straws because no one's getting pregnant from a limp straw. The lab then analyses the sperm to select the most viable ones to use for a pregnancy, which is what I'd been doing wrong because I was just going with what I hadn't swallowed. I am going to leave you with that, Brumanity. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting comedy.
Emily Peel, big hand, come on!